Good morning, my dear students of intermediate second year. This is Razib Roy. I'd like to welcome you to my today's class. And you can see we are going to talk about the revised syllabus for HSC and marks distribution. That is, today we are going to talk about a very important issue. I'd like to make you clarify all the ins and outs related to HSC revised syllabus and marks distribution for the subject of English. And I hope you will, if you face any problem, you will just tell me through question in the comment box. So my dear students, I'm going to talk about the revised syllabus for the students of 2021. Those who are with me right now are requested to very free and frank, and if you face any kind of problem in terms of understanding me, please don't hesitate to make question in the comment box. At first, we will talk about English first paper. What is there and what is not there according to the revised syllabus. Okay, and if you can take this information into your memory, I'm sure you will have an organized preparation for your upcoming SSC examination. And I hope you will cooperate me today. My dear students, now I'd like to talk about the syllabus of English first paper and marks distribution. The students, for English first paper, dear students, for English first paper, please look at. For English first paper, we have two parts. According to the revised syllabus. We are having a discussion according to the revised syllabus approved by NCTV. We have two parts. Dear students, we have two parts, part 1 and part 2. We have got two parts for English first paper. Part 1, you can say the title is Scene Comprehension. Scene comprehension, dear students. And the second part is called, it's called guided writing. My dear students, for English first paper, we have got two parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is called scene comprehension and part 2 is called guided writing. Okay. For part 1, we have 55 marks, dear students. We have got 55 marks. And for part 2, we have got 45. So we have got at in total 100 marks. Part 1 contains 55 and part 2 contains 44. The part 1 is called scene comprehension, part 2 is called guided writing. Now we'd like to talk about I'd like to talk about what is there under part A. So English first paper. For English first paper, part 1, I have told scene comprehension. Part 1 is called scene comprehension and part 1 starts with question number 1. And for question number 1, one passage will be given. Just one passage will be given. That is a passage 1. For question number 1, a passage will be given for your English for Today book. My dear students of intermediate second year, for the student, my dear students of SSC examination 2021, try to keep it in mind that for this passage, 7 units have been listed. You have to read only these 7 units. Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, Unit 5. The students up to Unit 5, then Unit 7, then Unit 12. You have to take preparation. My dear students, you have to take preparation on these 7 units. Okay? And try to take preparation according to your new EFT book. Okay? Some of you have old English book. The units of the previous book have been reshuffled, and you have to take preparation according to the first EFT book, that is latest EFT book. You have to take preparation of Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 units are there. Actually, there are 18 units. There are 18 units in English first paper. You have to take preparation on only 7 units. Is it clear to you? I think it's clear to you. So, you have to take preparation on these 7 units. Here, question number 1, that is dependent on passage number 1, you will be given 2 types of question, A and B. The students, for A and B, you will be given 2 types of question, A and B. For A, there will be MCQ. For B, there will be question answer. There is a change of marks distribution. There is a change of marks distribution. And what is that? According to your old syllabus or old marks distribution, there was 5 marks. For according to revised syllabus, there will be 10 MCQs. 1 multiplied 10 is equal to 10. You will be given 10 MCQs. Each of the MCQs contains 1 mark. So there will be given 10 marks. And for this, you have to take an excellent preparation on the passages of the 7 units that I have already told you. That's Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, Unit 5, Unit 7 and Unit 12. Then question answer. There will be 5 questions. Each of the question contains 3 marks. So you have in total 15 marks. 15 marks, my dear students. So, MCQ 10 marks and question answer 15 marks. So, for question number 1, you have got 25 marks. Then comes question number 2. Okay. For question number 2, they will be given closed test with clues. Closed test with clues. In our last marks distribution, that is the whole syllabus, for 10 blanks, there are 5 marks. For this time, for 10 blanks, you will get 10 marks. Okay. So, for with clues, there are 10 marks. If I say, so up to this part, up to question number 2, we have got 10, 15 and 10. That is 35 marks. Then comes question number 3. Have you got it, my dear students? I think you have got it. Now, I'd like to go on question number 3. For question number 3, there is closed test without clues. For 10 blanks, there will be 10 marks. Okay. Then Then there is question number 4. This part 10 marks. For question number 4, there will be rearrange. For rearrange, there are another 10 marks. For question number 1, my dear students, for question number 1, 25 marks, that is MCQ question answer. For question number 2, 10 marks. Question number 3, 10 marks. Question number 4, 10 marks. Okay. Look at please. 10, 10, 20, 30. 30 plus 25 is equal to 55. It's a very complicated question, Mustafizur Rahman. For close test with clues and without clues, should we leave the units that have not been included for SSC exam 2021? I have a request here, my dear students. I have a request here. You have to understand the units already fixed for your SSC exam 2021. The remaining units should also be covered. If any question is given, what will you do? You have to answer. Okay. So this is all about part 1. So part 1, question number 1, there are 2 questions, A and B. For A, there are MCQs. For B, there are question answer. For MCQs, 10 MCQs will be given. Each of the MCQs contains 1 mark. So in total, we have got 10 marks. For question answer, 5 questions will be given. Each of the questions, you will get 3. So in total, 15 marks. Question number 2, question number 3, and question number 4. These are really important for you to get good marks. You are requested not to miss a single marks for with clues and without clues. And is it clear to you? Now I'd like to talk about part 2. The students, part 1 ends with question number 4. Part 1 ends with question number 4. So part 2. Here part 2 is called, you know that part 2 is called guided writing. Part 2 is called guided writing. This part contains 45 marks. Okay. Part 2 guided writing contains 45 marks. And we have started with question number 5. Dear students, for question number 5, there is paragraph writing. I have told you there is paragraph writing. Paragraph contains 15 marks. For question number 6, for question number 6, there will be story writing. Another 15 marks. Okay. For question number 7, so paragraph, story, then informal letter, another 15. So 15 is equal to 45. Okay. So my dear student, after this part, look at please, we have got 45 here. Very complicated marks are there, because if you want to get 13 or 14 out of 15, you have to write really well. You have to write really well, my dear students. So this is all about English past paper. Up to this part, we have got The English first paper has 7 types of questions. 7 types of questions. Okay. To sum up, we can say, my dear student, to sum up, we can say English first paper contains 100 marks. For this 100 marks, you have 7 types of questions. Question number 1 has a passage from your English for Today book. And I have already talked about 7 units, that is unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 and 12. You have to take preparation on these units. There will be one passage common for question number 1. Depending on the passage, there are 2 types of question, A and B. For A MCQ, 10 MCQs will be given, not 5. For question answer, there are 5 questions like the syllabus, old syllabus, but 5 marks have been added. In total, there are 15 marks for question B, that is question answer. So question number 1, 25 marks. For question number 2, that is fill in the blanks with clues, 10 marks. There were 5 marks according to the previous syllabus. For question number 3, without clues, 10 marks. For question number 4, rearrange, 10 marks. And for part 2, that is guided writing, there are another 3 questions: paragraph, letter, and informal letter. Sorry, paragraph, story, and informal letter. Each of the writing items contains 15 marks. Now, my dear students, I would like to talk about English second paper. English second paper, code is 108. Code is 108. These second paper, that is English second paper, contains another 2 parts. Part A, Part B. Part A is called grammar. Part B is called, and the student, part B is called composition. Grammar, 60 marks, just 60 marks. Okay. For composition, 40 marks. Look at the board. Mustafizur Rahman, for this conception, you were requested to look at the questions of sample question of test exam. Okay, we will have a clear picture. Okay, then, so for part A, you have 60 marks. My dear students, you can get a lot of marks here. Those who will take excellent papers will get 60 out of 60, but it is difficult. For part B, composition. Okay. Now, I'd like to talk about what is there for part A and what is there for part B. Okay, for part A, there are 9 grammatical items. There are 9 grammatical items. My dear students, if you take an excellent preparation from now on, you have another. If you get your exam, final exam on August or after August, you are going to get March, April, May, June, July, August, almost 5 or 6 months. If you have relationship with books and if you go on practice, I am sure, and if you understand the whole syllabus and if you take your preparation according to your understanding, I'm sure you will get excellent figure in English first paper as well as second paper. Okay. So my dear students, for part A, there are 60 grammatical items. Now I'd like to talk about the grammatical item. Okay. Part A, part A grammar 6. Okay. There are 9 grammatical items here. Question number 1, question number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, question number 6, question 7, number 8, question number 9. I'll try to understand very clearly, my dear students. Let me write in detail, okay? There is student gap filling without clues. There are students gap filling without clues. I think I should take more space. Otherwise it will not be clear to you. For question number 1, my dear students, for question number 1, gap filling without clues. Just to look at, please. This is really important. This is really important. The first grammatical item is gap filling without clues. Without clues, there will be no clues. And you have to take the help of the preposition. You have to take the help of the preposition. There will be less than 4. Each of the blank will contain 0.5 marks. In total, there are 14 blanks. 14, my dear students. You have to fill in the blanks with suitable preposition. And how many blanks will there be? There will be 14 blanks. Each of the blank contains half marks. There are 7 marks for question number 1. For question number 1, there are 7 marks. Is it clear to you, my dear students? Now for question number 2. So here for question number 1, there will be no headline. There will be no clues. Okay. You have to understand a lot of prepositions. You have to understand what type of preposition is important, what kind of prepositions are important for you. Try to understand very clearly, okay? For question number 2, and that is gap filling phrases and gap filling with phrases and words. The students, gap filling with phrases and words. Here, gap filling phrases and words from the box. This is really easy for you. There will be a headline. In the headline, there will be the fixed words and phrases. Suitable words and phrases will be there. Under this box, there will be 14. There will be 14 or 16. There will be 16 gaps. 16. Each of the gaps contains half marks. So for this part, you have got 8 marks. There will be a list of important words and phrases. You have to take the help of the words and phrases to fill in the blanks of 16 sentences, because each of the sentences contains a mark. Okay. So we have talked about 2 questions. There are 9 grammatical items. Number 1 is preposition. There will be no clues. Number 2, gap filling with phrases and words. The phrases and words will be given. You have to take the help of the phrases and words to fill in the blanks of 16. Now I'd like to talk about question number 3 of the second paper. So question number 1 contains 7 marks. Question number 2, 8 marks. Okay. Now, my dear students, we are going to talk about question number 3. Completing sentences with phrases and clauses. Completing sentences with phrases and clauses. You have to complete the sentence. This grammar was in SSC level, in intermediate level, according to the old syllabus and new syllabus. Completing sentences with phrases and clauses. Completing sentence with phrases and clauses. You have to, my dear students, you have to complete 7 sentences. For 7 sentences you will get. This has become easier. This has become easier for you. So for question number 3 there are 7 marks. Then number 4. Right forms of verb. Right form of verbs, my dear students. For right forms of verb, there will be a headline, that is the verbs will be given. The verbs will be given in the passages. You have to just change the form of the verb. Okay. Right forms of verb. For right forms of verb, there will be 0.5 multiply 14 equal to 7 marks. For right forms of verb, you will get 7 marks. Okay. 7. So for question number 1, preposition, there will be no clues. For question number 2, gap filling with phrases and words. List of words or phrases will be given. For question number 3, completing sentence with phrases and clause, 7 marks. Right forms of verb, 7 marks. Up to this part, we have complicated up to question number 4. Now, my dear students, let's talk about question number 5. Now, question number 5. For question number 5, there will be given narration. It may be from direct to indirect or indirect to direct. For narration, just 5 marks are there. For question number 5, there are 5. For question number 6, my dear students, for question number 6, use of modifier. Use of modifiers, my dear students. Very sad. Only 5 marks are there, but you have to answer 10 blanks. So for modifier, 5. So after modifier, very pathetic issue, and that is connectors. Connectors are still there, my dear students. Very, very sad. 14 blanks will be there. Only half mark. So 7. This part will be really crucial for you to get good marks. You have to take an excellent preparation. For question number 7, connector. 10 blanks are difficult to some extent, but there are 14 blanks right now. I think the questions will be a bit easier for you, but you have to take an excellent preparation. Otherwise, you will stumble in the examination. Up to this part, we have clarified. For question number 7, we have got connector. Okay. Now let's talk about question number 8. Another vital issue, that is synonyms and another pathetic information for us, and that is each of there will be 14 questions. 14. You have to answer you must answer for 14 words and phrases. Each of the words and phrases contains half marks, so there are 7 marks. For question number 9, this is really punctuation. 0.5 multiply 14. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 15, 22, 29, 34, 39, 46, 53. Sorry. So we have got 60 marks here. We have got 60 marks. Okay. I think you have to take an excellent preparation on vocabulary connector. Okay. So my dear students, we have clarified 60 marks. We have another 40 marks for composition. For part B. For part B, we have part B composition. Part B is called composition. For composition, we have got 40. And we are going to start with question number 9, then 10, then 11. For question number 9, there it is formal letter. Formal letter, that is, you can say application. Just 10 marks. Very pathetic news for that, for you. Paragraph writing. Paragraph. Just look at please. For question number 10, paragraph writing. For question number 11, there is also paragraph writing. For question number 10, by listing and description. The students, we will teach you. Paragraphs are of different types. Some paragraphs are dependent on description or listing. We have to learn those paragraphs. There are some paragraphs that are written according to listing or description. This type of paragraphs are called the paragraphs are dependent on description or listing. We have to sort out. Some paragraphs of this category. Okay. If we get time, we will give you certain knowledge or practical knowledge related to listing paragraph and description paragraph. Okay. This one is that. And there is another paragraph, and for this paragraph you have to use comparison and contrast. You can say cause and effect. There are a lot of paragraphs which are called comparison or contrast paragraph. There are some paragraphs termed as cause and effect paragraph. A comparison and contrast paragraphs, I'd like to give you some example. If I say write a compare and contrast paragraph on village life and city life. If I say write the cause and effect paragraph on road accident. We know that there are a lot of causes on road accident and there are some results of road accident. We will try to give you some sorts of conception regarding this type of paragraphs. So, for both paragraph, for question number 10, for question number 11, there are paragraphs. For question number 10, you have to write paragraph according to listing and description. For question number 11, You have to write paragraph according to the system of compare and contrast paragraph and cause and effect paragraph. So my dear students, for formal letter there are 10 marks. For this is 15 marks, 15 marks, 15 plus 15, 30, then 40. Okay, so in total we have got 40 and 6 is equal to 100 marks. Is equal to 100 marks. So my dear students, you have got some sort of knowledge regarding the syllabus and marks distribution for HSC exam 2021. If you face any kind of problem, please don't hesitate to make contact with the teacher of the classroom, that is you are requested to make of your college teachers. They will definitely help you, and we will get a lot of classes. Before the exam. You know that you are going to start your exam from 30th of this month, and we are ready, my dear students of Dhaka College as well as the student of other institutions. We have the responsibility of the students of Dhaka College. We will try our level best to make up updated for HSC exam 2021. Okay, so my dear students, we have already come to an end regarding today's class. It is a short class. We have talked about, we have already covered up. We have already talked about the syllabus and marks distribution for HSC English first paper and second paper for the students of 2021. So my dear students, you will have another class tomorrow. Will have Adnan sir. He will talk about a grammatical item. Okay. So my dear students, I'd like to stop here for today. I hope to meet you very soon with a certain topic or particular topic. Thank you for being with me, my dear student. I'd like to bid you goodbye. Thank you.